Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hopkinton High School for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. It's the season opener. The Medfield Warriors and the Hopkinton Hillers. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera, and we are just about ready to get things started here in this TVL matchup. Of course, last season was a very different situation due to the pandemic. It was a shortened season. The Hillers finished the season with 2 wins, 4 losses, and 4 ties. Medfield finished at an undefeated 10-0 record, and they are ready to go here today. In game number 1 of this season, it is a beautiful day here at Hopkinton High School. Temperatures in the 70s today. The sun is out, and we are ready to get the 2021-2022 season underway, and we are off. Hillers working left to right across your screen, and their at-home green jerseys. Over to the near side to Jack Green. Pass to Ito. Hillers trying to take it up the far side. Our goaltender matchup today is Max Nye for the Hillers up against Robert Spence for Medfield. Here comes Jack Green up the near side. Green sends it over. And popping it out of the box for Medfield is Stanton. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be a Medfield throw-in. And we have throw-ins this year. We didn't have those last year due to the rule changes due to the pandemic. As Passes gets it into Stanton. On the far side, that's Nelson. He'll send it flying. And out of play it goes. On the entry, Spencer Smith. Trying to get to it is Golombuski. Sent back up by Medfield to midfield. Green. Back and forth we go. Taken away by McDonald. Off the foot of Stanton. And he sends it over. Here comes White. Connor White sends it up. Intended target Gaffney sent out of play by Gone. Throw-in for Medfield. Sent over by Nelson. Back to midfield we go. Into Medfield territory, tracking it down along the far side, Brandon Lawless. Hillers looking to set something up, and that shot just wide. Getting in on that one was Owen Schnurr, the senior captain. On the near side, charging in is Vassington. Sent up over to McDonald. Getting in there, Green. Over to Ito. DeMcKelly sends it over. And out of play it goes along the far side, off of Lawless. Throw in for the Hillers. Into the box, header, just over the net, off of Vassington. Pretty good look by the Hillers off the throw-in. Keeper Robert Spence will send it up. Better at midfield off of Gone. And some contact there. Is Green able to get it up? Miller's trying to charge back in. Schnorr sends it over. Charging in. Takes the shot off the keeper and out. Corner coming for the Hillers. Sam Vassington. Pierce Farrell will take the corner, the senior forward. And sends it just to the corner there. Medfield able to get it out of the danger zone. Putting on the moves was Saraiva. Now along the far side, sends it over, and it's cleared away. Smith sets it up. Been a hard shot off there, off a defender by Schnorr. Smith on the throw-in. Back and forth near the Medfield box and sent out of play off of Vito. Starters for the Hillers include Max Nye in net, Jack Green a defender, Spencer Smith a defender, Peter DiMichele a midfielder, Yesatura Ito, senior midfielder. Hillers with possession. Owen Schnurr midfield. Pierce Farrell forward. Free kick here. Ito takes this one, passes it over to Green. Into the box. And cleared away. Andrew Gahn, a defender. Sean Golombuski, a senior forward, and Sam Vassington, a forward for the Hillers. Medfield to clear away off the whistle. On the far side, just about 7 minutes into this first half, we remain scoreless between the Hillers and Medfield, but it's been Hopkinton putting the pressure on. And kept in play, but taken away. It was good footwork by Golombuski, but in front of him was Maxwell Nelson. Out in front. Here comes Stanton. Sent up by Boylan. Green. And this is cleared away. Comes flying over towards us. Thought John might have got a souvenir there. Sent into Boylan. There's some contact along the near side as Vassington was trying to take it up. This will be Hiller's ball. They'll have the free kick. Gone, sends it up to DiMichele. Ito sends it over. Green. Taken away by Medfield. Nelson. Getting in there was Schnurr to take it away from Boylan. Here comes the Hillers. Schnurr sends it over. And just a little wide there from his target. He was looking for Farrell. On the far side now. Ito. Now driving in is Farrell. Tina Kelly. Schnurr sends it over to Green. Green with a nice pass. Sent rolling out in front. Looking for the shot here, and it's wrapped up. Tina Kelly got in for the shot. On the far side. Working upfield, McDonald. Now Schnorr. Here comes McDonald. And we'll get an offsides. Ito set to send it over. Arian Shaw into the game for the Hillers. Sends it flying. And it's wrapped up by the senior goaltender, Robert Spence. Throw in from the far side. With possession, Shaw. Over to Schnorr. Now Green. Up to Vassington. Shaw. Good ball distribution there by the Hillers along the near side. Putting on the moves, Andrew Stanton for Medfield. Passes. Pass back to Nelson. Ito sends it up. And it's going to be wrapped up by a diving Robert Spence. As quickly approaching was Golombiewski. On the far side. And Ito tripped up there. Hillers will have the free kick. About 13 minutes into this contest. It's a beauty, right off the goalkeeper out in front, and it's wrapped up by Spence. Golombiewski was right there. Hillers have had a couple of great opportunities so far in this game. Bit of a late start today. Medfield's bus got a little delayed. And now Medfield looking for an opportunity. Gaffney was approaching fast, and some contact with Max Nye. was a risky move by the keeper. Nye coming way out of the net. He is very lucky that Gaffney was not able to get by him. Throwing for the Hillers. On the far side it goes. Schnurr gets to it. And a deflection by McDonald off of Ito. Boylan with possession. Now passes, sends it over. Picked up by Schnurr. Sent over to Farrell as Golubowski was able to keep it in Hiller's possession. Hopkinton going to have a corner here. Or check that, it will be Medfield's ball. Call it out off of Farrell. The sun is shining on the Hopkinton turf. Hillers certainly happy to have some great drainage on this beautiful turf field with all the rain we've had recently. Sent back by Ito to Shaw. Near side, Vassington. Medfield trying to take it up. Boylan. A swing and a miss there by Mick, but he's able to get a grasp on it. Here comes the Hillers once again. Sent up by Shaw over to Golubowski. And popped out of bounds off of Medfield. Quick throw in here by Vassington. And the Hillers will get another throw in. Golubowski pops it off of Connor White. Delaney Mick will take it. It's a beauty right into the box. The keeper got a hand on it. Header there by Shaw. Near side, Green. Gone, sends it flying. Over towards Schnurr. And taken away by Stanton. The near side passes. Gets it over to McDonald. Approaching Hoffman. Sends it up, cleared away by Gone. .45 and counting left to go in this first half. Some good action in this first half. Hillers put some good pressure on. Medfield looking for their opportunity here. Stanton. Taken away by Vassington briefly. Vassington. Over to Ito. Out off of Medfield. Carlos Henkley and Arian Samaga into the game. Thrown by Green. Samaga was trying to take it down. He was cut off by Bethany. Near side, Nelson. Keeper will clear it away. Bethany trying to turn it around. Over to Boylan. He'll send it up. And coming away out once again was Nye, able to clear it away. A quick approaching Namias de Figueredo. On the near side, Stanton. Up to Bethany. Over to McDonald. Cut off there by DeMcKelly. Shaw sends it over. Henkley. Getting in there. Saraiva. How to play it goes. Hiller's throwing. Hopkinton led by head coach Garrett Sawyer in his 18th season at the helm for the Hillers. Medfield led by head coach Jason Heim. Header at a play off of White. Green on the entry. Sends it to the corner. Samaga trying to track it down. Out of play it goes. Ethan Collins into the game for Medfield. He'll come in for Brendan Lawless. Stanton sends it over to White. Green got in there. He'll go Medfield's way. Offside call. McDonald airs it out into the box, and it's wrapped up. Max Nye has been a little bit busy the last few minutes. As we approach 17 minutes left to go in this first half. Some contact along the far side. We'll have a free kick. Hiller's ball. Gunn will take it. He lets it rip. And that went off the chest of Nelson. Maxwell Nelson for the Warriors. On the far side now, Shaw. Shaw with the give and go to Henkley. Fassington trying to rush in. Along the end line. And just sends it a little bit too wide. Certainly a tough angle to try to get a shot off there. Well, the Hillers, they are being aggressive, putting the pressure on. It's been a good first half of play so far. Warriors rushing up the far side. Out in front now. Cleared away. It was Gaffney able to get it out in front. McDonald sends it over to Stanton. Medfield trying to approach. Some good ball distribution and cleared away off of Declan Mick. Hillers girls volleyball is in action tonight for their season opener. You can catch the varsity game starting at about 6 o'clock on HCAM. It'll be on our HCAM Ed channel, and just before that, you can see the JV game as well. Warriors with a good opportunity here off the free kick. Cleared away and popped out of bounds off of White. Thrown by Green. Do it again. Just under 14 minutes left in the first half. We will remain scoreless between Hopkinton and Medfield. Bethany trying to get loose. Bethany and Henkley both pointing at each other, trying to get the throw in. Stanton on the entry. Sends it to White. Into Hiller's territory. And it's wrapped up by the keeper. Here comes the Hillers. Samaga. And just cut off. Bethany able to get there. That was a good look from Vassington to Samaga. Arian Samaga, the junior, he'll be a player to watch for this season. Some great speed running up the field. Bethany. We'll go back and forth with Gaffney. Boylan sends it flying. Top of the box. Figueredo. Medfield going to get a nice opportunity here. Free kick. It looks like Christopher Hoffman will take it. Behind him, Andrew Stanton. I'd imagine this will be a direct shot on net. Airs it out to the net, and it is punched out of play by Max Nye. A good save there by the keeper. Medfield will have the opportunity from the near side corner. Stanton will take it. Gets it over to Hoffman. Into the box, cleared out. Up the far side over to Golombiewski, and it's taken away. We're at the 11-minute mark here in this first half. Henkley sends it up. Vassington trying to keep it in. And he was just able to. He got it off of McDonald. And there's a shot, and just wide. by Vassington. Trying to rip it into the corner. It was a great look, but just a little bit wide on the shot. To the count off the top of my head, Hillers with 6 shots on net compared to 3 for Medfield. Sent up by McDonald. On the far side. Yeah, good defensive move there by Hankley. Just able to slide in front of Boylan. Medfield starting to put the pressure on in these last few minutes. Here comes Hillers up the far side. Trying to close in. Vassington sends it over. Now up to Shaw. Farrell. Yeah, he's tripped up. Hiller's going to have an opportunity here. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. John Ritz on camera on this beautiful Wednesday season opener for Hopkinton and Medfield. Shaw along the far side. And now here comes Ito. Sent back by Shaw. Over to Gahn. Ref trying to get out of the way there. Pass up the near side by White. Now it is Boylan. Ito over to Green. Up to Farrell. Getting in the middle of the action, Corteva. Medfield trying to put the pressure on, rushing upfield, Boylan. And sent out of play. Throwing Hillers. Hankley sends it up to Ionelli, takes some contact. Ionelli trying to come out with it. Connor White wins that battle. Then getting in there was Green. Throwing Medfield. Stanton will take it. Shaw sends it up over towards Vassington. Now to Ionelli. Vassington trying to break through. Ito sends it towards the far sideline and out of play. Hankley trying to come away with it. Ito over to Vassington. Into the box, sends it rolling, and it's wrapped up by Spence. On the far side, DeMcKelly. DeMcKelly closing in. And the keeper gets there. Hiller's looking for a call. Spence had to really give himself up on that one. Sent up the far side. Back and forth we go. Over to Green. Trying to take it out. Passes. And it's picked up by Nye. Green with it. Sent down by Gone. Shot. Gone gonna try to clear it away. Nice send off there. Coming through White. Naito. Over to Farrell. And Ellie sends it over. Trying to come away with it, Boylan. Naito sends it out. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Throw in Medfield. Over to Green. Green. It's up to Iannelli. Coming through now is Stanton. Passes. Now Hoffman. The junior sends it up. Over to McDonald. Saraiva. How to play it goes. It'll be a Medfield throw-in. We're at the 2-minute mark. Here in half number one. It's been a good back and forth half. Some good momentum shifts and pressure from both sides. Here comes the Hillers. Trying to break through there was Vassington. Free kick. Naito. Shaw. Medfield trying to get something going. Figueredo was rushing up with it. It was cleared away by Gone. Passes. Sends it back. Over to Nelson. Loose ball. And cleared away. Spence just able to get in there before Iannelli approached. On the entry. Picked up by Aito. Now Green sends it up. Vassington. Ooh, a little too much on that one. One minute, the official says. Farrell. And there's side-eye and Ellie. Coming through White. Had a play. Medfield throw in. Henkley. Yeah, he's cut off by McDonald. Cleared away. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Some good action here in half number one between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Medfield Warriors. After the first 40 minutes, we are scoreless. And we should have another great half coming your way in just a few minutes. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. And welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for half number 2 between the Medfield Warriors and the Hopkinton Hillers. We're scoreless as we enter the second half. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera. It's been a good back and forth game. Both teams put some really good pressure on. The Hillers certainly, I think, had a slight edge as far as possession time. Got some great shots off. Medfield did come on strong in those last few minutes of the first half. It should be a very interesting second half. This Medfield team, a lot younger than they were last year. They did lose a good amount of players from that undefeated team last season. And we have switched ends. Medfield will start off with possession, working left to right across your screen. In their away white jerseys, the light blue numbering. Hillers in their home greens. And JV volleyball also underway. That'll be followed by the varsity game. Catch those games on HCAM Ed, as well as our YouTube page, of course. And we're underway. Here we go. Schnurr sends it over. Bassington cleared away. Mick knocks it in the air. Bassington over to Ito. Over to corner. Bassington now rushing in, cleared away. Ito. Green. And gone, cut off. Warriors trying to work it up the far side. Up along the sideline, Sriva and Green. Throwing Medfield. Goes. Hillers throwing. Good feed from Ito on the far side, and now DiMichele up to Golombiewski. Golombiewski meets up with Passes. Golombiewski throwing. Gets it into DiMichele. He'll go green ball. Here comes Schnurr. Rushing in. And nice move there by Schnurr to put it off of Katurba and out of bounds. Corner for the Hillers. DiMichele will take it. Airs it out. Up top. And cut off is Farrell. Sent over to Ito. Back to Mick. Working his way up to DiMichele. On the far side, Green. Ito. Out in front. And put out of play. Golombiewski trying to rip a shot off. John Golombiewski, a senior forward. He'll be a player to watch this season. Corner for the Hillers. Raito will take it. There's Arturo Raito, senior captain for the Hillers. Out in front, and a header and a goal! With the score, Andrew Gahn. What a beauty of a corner from Ito, and Andrew Gahn gets it done to put the Hillers on the board with 35:40 left in the second half. An Ito corner kick leads to a Andrew Gahn goal off a header. Good way to start for the Hillers in the second half. Up the far side. Over to Green. And set that a play, throwing Medfield. Wallace on the entry. Cleared away by Bilobreski. Golombowski. DiMichele sends it back to Mick. Hillers trying to rush in once again. Bassington cut off. And a little bit of contact. I believe this is going to go Medfield's way. Looked like Bassington was trying to stop himself, but ended up just colliding with Max Nelson. Nelson is back to his feet and appears to be okay. Near side, rushing up, Passes. Sends it towards the net. Trying to clear it out. Gone. Top of the box now. Raito. Getting in there, McDonald. On the far side. And picked up by the keeper. Miller is working the far side. Nelson sends it back. On the far side, McDonald. Ito. Put out a play. Pass over to Golombowski. Yaito. On the near side, Golembiewski. Schnorr. To McKelly. And out of play it goes along the far side. 2-0 lead for the Hillers. 27:52 and counting. Andrew Gunn and Esatorda Haito with the goals. Throwing up along the far side and out of bounds off of Green there. McKelly on their side, Brzeski. Trying to get to it, Golembiewski. Sent up by Vassington. Pass over by Schnurr. Towards the end line, and out of play it goes. Farrell trying to rip the shot off. Closing in, Yaito. Up in the air it goes, header. Out in front, and it's cleared away. McKelly got in there for a shot after the gone hitter. Pass up by Bielo Brzeski. Hillers really putting the pressure on now. And here comes Boylan. Sent up towards Stanton. Boylan. Gaffney. And some body contact there by McKelly. Farrell. Up to Schnurr. Sends it down. It's cleared away. Hillers will have the entry from the far side. Declan Mick will take it. Couple substitutions here for Medfield. Into the box. And put out of play. left the corner. Over to Ito. Closing in, shot deflected. Another corner here for the Hillers. Ito will take it. Cleared away. And off a shot, plate goes. And we're going to have a push there. Below Brzezinski being a little too aggressive. Aired out and caught by the keeper, Nye. .22 minutes left to go here in the second half. Hillers up 2-0. Looking to add 2 points into the standings. Shaw. Jumping in the middle of the action, White. Sent out by Bilo Brzezinski. And that comes flying over towards the David M. Hughes Stadium field. Andrew Stanton on the entry. Bethany. Shaw. Aired out. And it's wrapped up. Went over towards Ito. Up towards Mick. Throwing for the Hillers. Mick will take it. Out in front. Sent back over to Shaw. Ito. Getting in there, Melisetti. Schnurr. Sent back to Gone. Aired out by Nye. Medfield has not been able to get much going. And we get a stoppage here, an injury on the field. Andrew Stanton a little shooken up. Certainly hope he's okay. And he's grabbing at his left leg. 2-0 Hillers lead. And the official just said unlimited subs, so Medfield will tend to their injured player and sub out a couple of players. With the stoppage on the field, we'll step aside and let you enjoy the scenery here at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. A 2-0 Hillers lead on HCAM. And fortunately, the shooken up player Andrew Stanton able to walk off the field under his own power. It appears to be okay. 19:22 left to go in the second half. Hillers leading 2-0 as we're ready to continue on. Nice, sends it away. And it'll go Hillers' way, offsides. Some good error by Gahn. Towards the sideline and out. Medfield throwing. Hoffman. White. Up to Bethany. On the sideline, Schnorr. Warriors trying to get something going here in these later minutes. Trying to bust through there was Backey. Pass up by Reddick. Near side is Boylan. Bethany up to Reddick. Taken away. Sent up by Vasington. Golombiewski gets it over. Golombiewski with a good look. And it's a save there by Spence. Just able to get in front of him. Here comes Medfield. But not for long, as getting in the way is Mick. Pass over by Boylan. Towards the end line and out. Hillers ball. 16:20 and counting left to go in the second half. Shaw with the pass over. And sky high along the far sideline. Schnurr. Out along the near side. Medfield throwing. Bethany sends it over. Boylan trying to break through. Bethany gets in there. On their sideline, Hoffman. It's up towards Saraiva. Over to Bethany. Nice move there by Vasington. Pops it out over to Ito. And it'll go Medfield's way. Sent down to Bethany. And it's wrapped up. Brzezinski sends it up. Back and forth along the near side. Hillers, they have played great defense in this game. Warriors looking for something here. It's Hoffman. Airs it out, and it is knocked out by Nye. Good save there by the junior goalkeeper. That was a great shot by Hoffman. If he was maybe another centimeter to the right, he would have got that one in. And they needed a ball out there on the field. And the wind's starting to pick up here. It's always interesting at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. The wind is always blowing, but it's been relatively calm today, but you get those random gusts. And hopefully that doesn't mean a storm is moving it. Aired out by Brzezinski. There's some ominous looking clouds off in the distance. JV set to play after this, so hopefully they'll have some good weather like we did for this game. Out in front. Medfield knows they got to turn it up now in this final 12 minutes, trailing 2-0. Good steal there by Vasington. Vasington racing up the field. And popped out of bounds off of Schnur. Coming up after we're through here, the volleyball is airing right now over on HCAM Ed, rather. Along the near side, JV game in progress now, and the varsity game coming up on HCAM Ed. So after we're done here, flip over to there. Collins sends it down. Shaw. On the far side now. And Shaw trying to race up the field. Getting in front of him, Bethany. Hillers defending well. Medfield really trying to dial up the pressure. Ooh, good move there by Hoffman. Sent away by Shaw. Ito over to Schnur. Schnur racing up the field. Up the sideline he goes. Centers it up. Can anyone get there? Ito. And just cut off. Just under 10 minutes left as both teams will make a couple substitutions. Throw in incoming for Medfield. Make that for the Hillers, excuse me. DiMichele sends it back to Bilo Brzezinski. Hillers territory. Pass up by Nye, over to Mick. On the far side, out of play. Just in front of Iannelli. Medfield throwing. On the far side, Turba. Now McDonald. Sent over, taken by DiMichele. Along the near side, passes. Sends it over. Into the box, and wrapped up by Nye. Medfield throwing. Hillers trying to work it back into Medfield territory. Shot. On the far side, now gone. Medfield throwing. Back and forth along the far sideline. Hoffman trying to break through. Along the end line, cleared away. Along the sideline now. Rushing up the field, Iannelli. And put out of bounds. There is an injured Medfield player. I believe that is Passes who got a little shooken up. He went in there hard to try to prevent the clear away from gone. Well, looking at the radar, there are some interesting storms that are going to be hitting the area tonight. Some powerful thunderstorms expected. And some hefty rain. And it is moving in as we speak. Still a good distance out. They should be able to get the JV games in. But certainly some ominous looking clouds and some strong winds. So be ready for some strong storms tonight, folks. Rain expected all tonight through much of the day tomorrow. And we are hoping to have field hockey tomorrow, but that'll certainly depend on the weather. Jack Green on the entry. Into the box. And wrapped up. Schnur tried to send it off his chest. Passes. It's certainly crazy how conditions can turn. Warriors looking for something here. McDonald airs it out into the box. Picked up by Boylan. Kelly. And we have an injured player. Looks like it might be Owen Schnurr who's a little shooken up. Oh no, that is not Schnurr, excuse me. The injured player is getting up under his own power, so he's okay, fortunately. It was Jack Green. Clock stopped at 5:18. A 2-0 Hillers lead. And don't forget, we'll have Hillers varsity football on Friday night as they take on Wayland. A 6 p.m. kickoff for that one. First game of the season for Hillers football. It's Friday night, 6 p.m. kickoff here on HCAM. Approaching 5 minutes left to play. Hillers trying to hang on for a win in game number 1. Riddick sends it down. Pass up over by Passes. Header by Bielo-Brzeski. Schnurr. Putting on the moves. Good pass. Offsides. Little bit too far in front of Iannelli. Ito jumps in the middle of the action. The other side. DiMichele trying to control it. Medfield throwing. There will probably be a 2-3 minutes stoppage time due to the injury timeouts. And at a play along the near side. Ooh. DiMichele looks like he got a little shooken up. He was playing the ball, got the header on it, and landed awkwardly on his leg. Certainly hope he's okay. They're going to check up on him. Clock is stopped at 3 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the second half. And the wind really starting to blow here, as there will be some strong storms in the area tonight. And it is very good to see Peter DiMichele walking off under his own power. That was an awkward landing, and you always worry about the worst with those. Along the far side, Hankley. But he appears to be okay. Aired out. Some very high air there. I wonder if the wind impacted that one a little bit. Great hang time. And here comes Schnurr. Just able to get in front of him was Passes. Along the near side. Gaffney sends it up. Cleared away. Throw in Medfield. Along the far side, McDonald airs it out towards the end line and out of play. Approaching the final 2 minutes of regulation. Nice, sends it up. Along the far side, Boylan. And now, here comes Samaga. Samaga. Trying to center it up. Sends it back over to Henkley. And a play it goes. Schnur on the entry. Putting on the moves, Henkley. Cleared away. Nelson got in there for Medfield. Sent down over to Gaffney. Getting in front of Gaffney, below Brzezinski. Near side, Samaga. Into the box, shot by Schnur, deflected. Nye, way out of the net. And a play it goes, Medfield throwing. Big hit there by Gahn. That'll draw a whistle. Medfield going to have a nice free kick opportunity here. We are in the final minutes of this game. Boylan. Boylan takes it. Ooh, bicycle kick there. And just out of play. That was a good attempt by Daniel Riddick for Medfield. One of the better bicycle kicks I've seen. Max 9 will send it flying. Rushing up the field, McDonald. Ends up out of play. Medfield will have a corner here. Medfield running out of time. Hillers up 2-0 in stoppage time. Header by Schnur. Cleared away by Samaga. Over to the near side, just off the mark, towards Passes. Yellow Brzezinski on the entry. Along the far side. The official watching the timer quite a bit. So that means we are in the closing seconds. Schnurr. And that is going to do it. The Hopkinton Hillers are going to defeat the Medfield Warriors in the first game of the season by a final score of 2-0. A great effort by the Hillers here in game one of the season. Andrew Gahn with the first score of the game at 35-40, left to go in the second half. And then it was Yesa Toro Ito at the second goal at 31-10, left to go in the second half. And the assist by Ito on the first goal, Owen Schnurr on the second goal. A great defensive effort. Hillers certainly dominated in the pressure. A good win by Hopkinton over Medfield to start off the season in the first game of the season. And that is just about going to do it for us. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. Hillers Volleyball live right now over on HCAM Ed. So you're looking for some more Hillers sports action, send it over to HCAM Ed. But for everyone at HCAM, we thank you for joining us. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.